Hey Josh, so I'm going to run through and show you how to make a cut on this with a razor and a straight edge. You wouldn't need a table saw doing it this way. I'm just cutting it on the back side here on the short side. So you just need a cutting surface that you can lay that piece that the side you're trying to cut flat. And then here I'm taking a scrap piece of LVP that's the same thickness, and I'm just making it so that I can lay my, because I've got such a short section there, that I can lay my straight edge along there. And here I'm just going to take some painter's tape. I'm going to join the scrap piece and the nosing that I'm cutting together to hold them in place. What I generally will do is clamp the ends. If you don't have clamps, and I'll show you those clamps later on here too, but if you don't have clamps, you can just do this with a piece of painter's tape. Just run it along the edge and then make sure that it, a decent amount of it is gripping down onto your clamping surface. The whole idea with what we're doing here is trying to get it so that it's not going to, your straight edge isn't going to slide around on you. Because if you just tried to hold it in place with your hand, that LVP surface is so slippery and so slick that it's going to want to slide around. So I like to use these squeeze clamps. You can pick these smaller ones up here at Home Depot for 99 cents. And they come in handy for a lot of things. Anyway, so I'm going to clamp that down onto this surface. Here I lose my video, so you didn't see me cut it, but basically you just want to run across that top with a razor against that straight edge, with a decent amount of pressure, maybe 3-4 times. And then, this is the razor I used, is this plastic painter's razor that you can pick up at the Home Depot painter's desk, or any paint store would have them. Or you can use a utility knife, whatever kind of sharp razor type blade that you have available. And as you can see, if you look close there, you can see where that scoring is that I'm talking about, that I did against the straight edge. And then I just take a pair of lineman's pliers and grab a hold of that piece that I need to break off, and I'll twist down away and then up in, and the purpose of that is to keep this bend from being stressed. You don't want to stress that bend, and there's a couple different ways you could remove this piece and not stress that bend. You could stick a support in there, and then once you have that support in there, if it can come right up to the edge, then you could use a hammer to break it. I don't recommend that because you could miss and fracture it. So if you just use some lineman's pliers like this on this thinner side, you could also use a pair of needle nose pliers and just grab that edge. Probably just getting it started is the key, because if you get it twisted and get it broken away, then it's a little bit easier once you've got that first piece broken away, and then you just work your way along it and break it all off. So once you get it broken, you can cut the pad with your knife or just break it and rip it away. But as you can see here, it's just that broken edge you want to clean up a little bit with a razor knife, kind of give it a little bit of a back bevel. You could use some 60 or 80 grit sandpaper to give it a little bit of a back bevel too, if you don't have any riser to work with. But that's it, and hopefully that helps.